What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today I'm going to show you a clip of President Trump. He's going to be talking about the economy. He's going to be talking about affordability, about inflation. I want to know what you guys think about what he's saying. Do you believe him? Do you not believe him? So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video. And if you're watching this video and you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and listen to this clip. Here we go.
Meanwhile, grocery prices are starting to go rapidly down. Rent is down. Airfares are down, hotel rates are down, cell phone prices are down, and we're just getting started. But more importantly than going down, our growth is through the roof. Gasoline is now under $2.50 a gallon in 17 states and under $2 in many places. We have some states it's $1.95, $1.99, $1.97. Affordability, and again, remember, that's a fake word by Democrats. Prices were too high. They caused the high price. They never want to talk about affordability. They always go, this is an election about affordability. They say they caused it. But they're good at that stuff. They're good at that stuff. They're fake. And they're good at that stuff. It's an election about high prices that was caused by the Democrats and that I brought down a lot. And remember, when you see energy coming down like I brought it down, and gasoline coming down, that brings everything else down. It's so much bigger than any other factor. When gasoline gets to be $1.99 a gallon, everything comes down. The donuts come down, the truck that delivers the donuts, the stove that makes the donuts, the whole thing, it all comes down. And it's coming down much faster than anybody can even believe.
Okay, so there was a president talking about prices are coming down. Now, when it comes to inflation, we have numbers that show us that prices aren't coming down. It's 2.7% more expensive, overall, when we're looking at all products, 2.7% more expensive now than it was a year ago. And you hear the president talking about grocery prices are coming down. They're coming way down. When it comes to groceries, 2.4% higher now than they were a year ago. And so we have records of this. So just because a president's saying this doesn't mean that it's true. And another thing, when it comes to the price of grocery items and things like that, we know how much things cost. So this is no surprise. When people go to the grocery store, they know that they're paying more. And so when you have the president out there saying, no, look, this election is about affordability. Yes, this election, I'm doing a great job bringing prices down. The American people know that. And now you're putting these politicians, these incumbents that are running for re-election, you're putting them in a tough situation, Republicans I'm talking about, because these Republican politicians, they now have to run on this record if they want to, and they're going to be asked the question, what do you think about inflation? And they're going to have to answer either prices are coming down or they're going up. And let's look at gas prices because that's something that he talked about. So when it comes to gas prices, and we're looking at AAA here, he was showing what, $1.99, $1.97, and prices. And this he's talking about on average in a state. There is no state on average where the price of gas is under $2. It's just not here. And we're looking at this. And so the lowest price that we have in a state right now is $2.31. That's the lowest price. And we're looking at some of these states here that are in blue. But other than that, we don't have any states that are down below $2. And then when you go down here, you can compare it. It shows us here the current average, $2.82, and then a year ago, $3.12. Yes, it has come down, but it hasn't come down the way that the president is talking about this. And then when we look at, and this is important too, when we're looking at diesel prices, $3.51, that is less than it was a year ago, $3.63. But it's not significant. And so when he's talking about trucks bringing these products to us, and if they have to pay less for gas, that means that it's going to be, cost us less when we go buy products. That is true, but when we're looking at the numbers, it's not going to be by that much because we see the difference when it comes to diesel prices, it's like 12 cents. It's not going to really be that much. And then when you start talking about tariffs causing prices to go up, and so we're in a situation where you're saving 12 cents when it comes to transportation, if you want to look at diesel fuel, but you're also paying more. These companies that are having these products come in from other countries, they're paying more because they're paying these tariffs. And then the president just announced that he wants to have more tariffs on countries in Europe. And so we'll see what the Supreme Court rules. I believe they're ruling this week. So we'll see how they come out and what they rule. And the thought is that they're going to say, look, the president can't just send out these blanket tariffs and say that this is an emergency. So we might see a huge change there. And then another thing that I want to look at, the president is talking about affordability, but the American people, this is Real Clear Politics, the president's job approval on inflation. This is the spread right here. The Real Clear Politics average right now is showing minus 23.3. So disapproval here is 60.7. When it comes to approval, 37.4. And so the vast majority of the American people do not approve of this current economy. They do not approve of the inflation. They were promised one thing, that the president said he's going to bring down the cost of products, and it hasn't happened. Even though the president's saying that, the people don't feel that prices have come down. And so I want to know what you guys think. Do you think prices have come down? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. So that's all we have for this video. Make sure if you guys want to send me an email, you can do that, david@thetecshow.com. Like the video, subscribe for more, and check out these videos over here for some more great content. Talk to you later. Bye.